Alright, so card controls. A while back I made a video about 5 unique card controls and you guys seem to love it. So here's 5 more unique card controls for your viewing pleasure. And let's get into it! Do me a favor, as I dribble, just say stop anytime, right here. Remember that card goes back somewhere in the middle of the deck, and just a little snap, jumps right back on top. Alright, so this is a Bluff Shift, and normally with these types of things you have a break under a card like this. Now when you dribble, you show the card like this, and what you're going to do is make it appear as though you put the card back in the middle like that, but what you do is, you drop the entire packet, making it seem like you're holding that packet, but it's just one card, right? And as you do this, that looks like one packet, but it's really just one card, so the card is controlled second from top. So what we're doing here is taking advantage of natural action. So check this out. If I did it for real, dribble the card, show you the card, and then put it back really in the middle, at this moment, you can't see anything in this hand. So why not exploit that, right? So what's going to happen is you dribble the cards, show the card. Now instead of dropping all but one card, drop the entire packet. So you come down to where they can't see anything about eye level, drop the entire packet, making it seem like that goes in the middle, right, with this cramped sort of position, and then lift the entire packet, and that gets controlled on top. So exposed view, this is what's happening. So you dribble the cards, show the card, come over, drop the packet, maintaining that position of your hand, turn that over, lift that up with your thumb, take that packet and dribble. But again, from this side, it totally works. So dribble the cards, show the card, drop the entire packet. You can't see anything anyway, I already dropped it. But this hand in that same position is what sells it, right? So turn the card over, lift that thumb, and then everything looks as it should. So anytime as I cut the cards, just say stop. Right here, remember that card. Alright, I'll go back somewhere in the middle of the deck, right about there, towards the bottom. But just a quick snap, jumps right back to the top. Alright, so this is Bruce Servan's thumb off switch. I've taught it before in my tips videos, but I've done it on the table, so this way it's in the hands. So here's what happens. You either dribble the cards like this, or you can just cut the cards like this and have them say stop. In any case, you want to take the card they stopped at and put it on the bottom of this packet like this, out jog, to show the card like this. Now you're going to make it appear as though you grab that card like this and put it back in the middle of this packet. Really, what happens is you take this card plus the card above it right there. So super slow motion, what happens is this. You align that selection with this packet, alright, just like this. As you pin that down with your thumb, and these fingers take that card above it like this. But fast motion, it's really deceptive. So now you can just put it in the middle of this packet because it's already switched, and then put this packet which contains the card on top of everything, give it a snap, and it's controlled at the top. So one more time, you dribble the cards, they say stop, you thumb over the card and put it on the bottom of this upper packet like this, out jogged to show the card. As you come over to apparently take it like this, what really happens is you align that selection with this packet like this, taking the card above it with your fingers, just like so. That's exposed view, and then you put it here, that's on top, and that's control is made. Alright, so do me a favor, just name any one of these cards you see, the Jack of Hearts. What I'll do is I'll put that right about the middle of there, and then push it all the way in, give it a snap, and it jumps back to the top. Alright, so this is the caps switch made by Fred Caps. Normally it's done on the table like this, so you come over, come to a card that you need, maybe the 8 of Hearts. Now what you're going to do is apparently take it like this and turn this hand down. What really happens is you take the card above it plus the card like this as you turn down so they can't really see what's happening. And then this X card is placed onto the table. But for in the hands, you can do it as a control, so you spread over, they name a card, let's say the 8 of Hearts. Now what you do is when you apparently take it, you come up, right? And you just take both cards. When you come up, just grab both cards like this. As you turn down, you also turn down this packet, and then clip that X card on top of there, turn this packet over on top, and the card is controlled to the top. Alright, so let's say I had two spectators, Dan and Dave, alright? So, Dan, say stop anytime, right there, remember that card, alright, don't forget it. Dave, you also say stop anytime, right there, remember that card. It's also back somewhere in the middle of the deck, alright? We can give it a few cuts like this. In fact, we'll even give it a shuffle like this, alright? So, both cards are lost in the middle of the deck. One snap, they both come to the top. Twins. Alright, so this control is called Fireworks by Aldo Colombini, alright? So what you do is you can have up to, I'd say, 12 spectators, alright? So what you do, start thumbing over cards like this and have somebody say stop. Once they do, raise this packet, show them the card. Now as you come back, push the card over like this, square on top, but keep a break under it like this. So what you do is you just middle steal that card under the packet as you take another card. So you come over, say stop anytime for the other person, that gets stolen as you peel the card, right? So say stop anytime, they do, remember that card, same thing, keep a break under it, add it to the packet, keep going, right? Say stop anytime, and then show them the card, same thing, it gets stolen under the packet as you peel, and then you can keep going up to however many you want. But once you do stop, you put this packet on top, keep a break. You can do a double undercut if you want, and then you can keep them on the bottom if you need them there, or you can just shuffle them to the top with an overhand shuffle like this, running single cards as you get to the end for a top control. Do me a favor, say stop anytime, right here, remember that card. Alright, we'll put it back somewhere in the middle of the deck, right about here. You can see I'm not holding any sort of funny breaks or anything like this, but one snap gets control to the top. Alright, so this is the Swivel Steel by Ernest Eric from By Forces Unseen. Normally when you do it, you're left in this palm position where it's just in your palm like this, and you can't really naturally put it on top of the deck, right? There's no sort of natural way to do it. Alright, so let's talk about the Swivel Steel itself, alright? So you have a card selected, the 6 of clubs, and you put it back in the middle of the deck. Now what you want to do is angle jog it when you push it in, so you're like this, right there, right? Angle jogged, and you want to push it all the way back with the corner with your thumb like this. So in a squaring action, you've accomplished this position. So once again, expose view on that, take the card. As you push it in, that gets angle jogged like this, right? Now you have a good purchase with that corner with your thumb, so what you're going to do is just push it back as you apparently square the sides like this, right? So you're like this. That just gets pushed back as you're squaring the sides apparently. So the Swivel Steel, what you do is you take your pinky, contact the face of the card about the corner, and you just extend it like this. And now what's going to happen, it's going to swivel around your middle finger, and that'll be the pivot point. So like this. So once you're here in this position, this hand of course hides everything naturally, and then you just steal it out. Now what we're going to do is take your thumb and contact the back of the card like this and push it against that part of your palm, right about there. So you're here like this. Once again, in slow motion, you take the card, right, start to push it in, angle jog it like this. That thumb contacts the corner, pushes it back, squaring the sides apparently. Take your pinky, swivel it out like this, and then this hand steals it out. So to replace it, what you do is once the card is stolen out, you just come back over sort of in a side steal replacement, right? Now what happens is that card, you butt it up against your middle finger like this and just put it on top of the deck. Now this hand just moves forward and that pivots around your middle finger until it's square on top. Once again, right, you steal it out as you were apparently squaring the front this time. Now when you come back, that's when the replacement is made. Right, so this squaring motion steals it. This squaring back motion replaces it. So once you're here, it is stolen. Again, you put it on top. That gets pivoted around your middle finger like this. That hides everything as that moves forward. Here it is one more time, exposed view, super slow motion. All right, so take the card, put it in the middle, Alright, so as always, I hope you learned something new from this video, and thanks for watching. Until next time, happy practicing. I love you guys.